Padi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Drokunandak Shingla Drupar Shok Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami Sangye Chudang Soki Choknamla Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Drola Penshir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknamla Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Drola Penshir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknamla Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Drola Penshir Sangye Drupar Shok.
Okay, this is homework 3. I really like last class because the main topic was Tonglen, so I made all 3 questions about that. So, what is one of the differences between the traditional Tonglen and the Tonglen proposed in this class, specifically when dealing with sickness in your body?
Nostril.
Yeah.
And
You take it.
No.
That it blows up like.
You take it for
do
the.
you destroy it?
You destroy yourself, cherishing, not your pain.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Right. You
something.
you go to this
Yeah.
part where it hurts and destroy yourself. Sure. Nice.
What does Lord Atisha says would most help others when doing Tonglen in his 7-point practice for developing a good heart?
Turn them into Buddhas?
Destroying your self-cherishing?
Oh yeah.
It's slightly different.
Giving them all the happiness.
The Buddhas.
Yes, the
Aha.
Buddha's happiness.
Yeah.
Change says to say, Seiji. Seiji.
Where?
I don't remember that at all.
Lord Atisha say as opposed to Lord
And
Atisha.
in the first one, changed IT apostrophe S to just ITS. In the parenthetical clause in the.
It's called.
Uh-huh. Right. That's it. Possessive doesn't get it.
Cool. And what does a string of pearl drops of nectar of oral instructions adds to this tongue-length part,
The nostril.
which is six elements.
Bring
Oh, so 6 things that they.
from their right nostril into your left, the darkness comes, and then out of your right nostril into their left comes the emanations of light.
Mm-hmm.
And what I don't know what it is.
My son did it this morning. Pointed nostrils. Say it, Gibson?
Teach you how to talk to behind.
Oh yeah.
Chiwo.
Mind of all beings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you visualize the teacher on top of your head?
That wasn't specifically of this part.
Oh.
But yeah.
And then what?
No.
There was something more to the breathing then, I guess? Oh.
So.
Wishi Seiji add instead of adds. What does
They
it
are-
What?
add?
Oh. Actually, Seiji, the 5 and 6 are not. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, those are traditional, that they're satisfied and you sit with it. At least that's how we've always practiced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he mention the present pleasure and future pleasure?
That was, yes. He said that you work with the present pain and also the seeds.
Yeah.
The seeds for future pain.
Yeah, I'm asking the happiness part. Did he mention?
He mentioned in the parts of pain, but I guess if you're giving them the bliss of a Buddha, then that would mean giving the seeds for ultimate happiness. But he didn't say that, but I'm just assuming.
Is in 4 included that you give your own good seeds and the future result that you send your seed there. Why did you send that?
Well, he didn't say it in the text, but you could. I think you can.
Okay, it's not exclusive. Okay.
No, not yet, at least.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. And the 3 vocabulary words. I hope they're written correctly.
Wow.
I had these last time.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy, done completely.
Mm-hmm.
What I see now here.
Tempa.
Oh, it is? No, that's not a time.
It relates to the smoke.
Oh, issues.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Coming out of somewhere. And Yun. Yun.
It's the left. Right. No, left.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's definitely left or right. Oh, it's a yay yin.
So,
It's right. Oh, okay.
so it's not this.
No, dress.
Yun is left.
Oh. Whoops. Okay. Cool.
Done?
Yeah.
Thanks.
As it should be. All is right in the
All right then. Who's gonna?
Mouse.
You're a yoga teacher today? Who's teaching yoga?
We need one.
We don't need one. Yeah? Okay. Aaron? No.
Text her?
Text her.
Yeah. Let's make her happy. Okay, here we go. Please read. I need a good plane driver. I don't have any. Bengalmi's too polite. Brigitte, try.
Have you mean to somebody?
You can.
He doesn't get mad. He's an easy victim. Okay, please read.
Sawa.
Who's got the plane?
Sawa. Sawa.
Sunam has a plane.
Franki semla dunyan chungwe tse. Ngepar shengi semgyu chupe payi.
Payi.
Payi. Lengen socha rang suncha rangla korwayin.
Cool. Sawa means?
Root text.
Yeah, whenever it goes back to the root text, and we have bolded it for you. Root text is what, for Commander Foley's benefit?
Out of the Crown of Knives.
Crown of Knives, written,
by Dharma Rakshita.
given to,
Lord Krishna.
yeah, 1,000 years ago, exactly 1,000 years ago. Okay. And it's a beautiful source for Sunam?
Correlations?
Yeah, karmic correlations. So we had a request from Austria, from a sponsor, who said they would sponsor part of Seiji's salary if we did books about karmic correlations. So there are 2 that we're working on, and they happen to be coming this afternoon. Okay. You can reconstruct a list of karmic correlations from this poem. Yeah. And a lot of the diamond cutter, is it 46 or something? 46 business questions came from this text.
Wow.
And I remember I was sitting in the back of the car in Ireland stealing them from Dharma Rakshita and putting them in the book, you know. I remember where I was when I was stealing them.
Wow.
Okay. Rangi Samla, Dungyal Jungwe say, what's it? You guys translate. You don't need me for this.
Your own mind,
Yeah.
suffering comes
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, when suffering, past tense, has come up in your own mind, Ngepartu.
Nepar
Yeah, definitely. Beyond the doubt, surely. And here's the instrumental. It came from, surely it came from tuk buying other people's semgyu. Okay, tuk means to disturb.
Disturbing other people's mind streams.
Yeah, and tuk is a word that means kind of like the way the ocean gets during a tempest or something. It's like, yeah, it's all shook up. Okay, tuk. When there's a disturbance in the monastery, they call it tuksong. You know, somebody's not happy and they got mad and they yelled, and that's called tuk. There's a disturbance in the monastery. Okay, so whenever anytime you have depression or upset in your mind, definitely it's happening because you disturbed other people's mind. Okay, so don't struggle with trying to make semgyu a different word from sim, because he just needed an extra beat. Okay, it's not significant here. Sometimes it's not significant, especially in poetry. They're trying to make meter. Okay. And then here's the refrain, which I keep thinking when I'm sitting in the toilet. I'm like, I hope Seiji comes up with a good last line. This is repeated refrain. It comes after every verse. Nengen sunjarang la kawayan.
The crown of knives has turned on me?
Yeah, the crown of knives has turned on me. It's come back to me. Okay, the blade has circled and come back to me. Shesumte. All right, who's got the plane? Vimala? Fry him. Get him. Don't be shy, okay? Really, it doesn't help him. Okay.
Shesumte.
It's low tone. Z is low tone. ZH is low tone.
Shesumte.
Yeah, good.
Shindu.
Shin means Lord of Death. Shin means similarly. Okay. Shinje.
Te Shindu. Ranki semla, kiengang pe, wangi sem, te mi, wanki sam, te min kyanga, shikga.
Yay! Got shikga.
Tu, yang sem. La tu miao na sokchun wet se garendi chi yin yang tu sampana.
Yeah, and Seiji, it's going to be your job to do this, right? You know that. You got to bold the root text, okay? And I'm not going to do it for you. You're going to do it, okay? So there, I did 2 for you, and that's all I'm doing. Okay? So it's traditional to weave the root text into the explanation. And it's cute to show your reader how he's doing it. Okay? All right. Rangi Samla, then skip to Dungel Natso. In my mind, in your mind, Dungel Natso, yeah, all kinds of problems. Okay, there's kinds of unhappiness. Chungwei say when they happen. Okay, and then he gives you 2 possible causes. Ken Ngembe Wangki means something went wrong in your life. Something went wrong in your life. You expected some kind of payment, you didn't get it. Somebody scratched your new car. That's called Ken Ngen, bad condition, right? Or when it seems, and I supplied it here for you, Dun Medu usually means meaningless, but here it means Te Min Kyang means even if it's not some kind of obvious thing, Ga Shikla, in some cases, it just seems no reason at all. Are you happy today? No. Why? Did something happen? No, I just don't feel so happy today, So it seems like no apparent cause, okay? Either something really did happen or something didn't happen, okay? and you get all kinds of worries and all kinds of anxiety or depression, okay? Dengan not so, a whole rainbow of weird feelings in your mind, okay? When that happens, now, tell me what kare means in colloquial Tibetan.
I mean, what's it?
What?
Yeah, what? It means what? Yeah, dikarere is probably the most common sentence, you know. What's this, man? What's that? What's that mean? Oh, you want a big cursor. Why did this happen? Whoa.
Is that the new computer?
It is a new computer.
I don't like those anymore.
No.
They don't make this anymore. I hate the new computer, so I'm trying to live off remodeled. What do you call it? Where do I go here? For the cursor.
In general, no?
Display?
Oh, this.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay. Now it's like shooting an amoeba with a gun. All right. So kare means what? But in colloquial Tibetan, it means kare. If you kind of change the accent, kare. Kare dichin, kare. It means what's going on? What's going on? Okay, dichin. What is that? What is that? Why I feel upset? You know, kare. It doesn't mean kare. You don't say kare. You say kare. You know, what's happening? You know, what's happening? Okay, sambana.
You'll think so.
Yeah, you think to yourself, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's very colloquial. What's up? Okay, yeah. Okay, now you're gonna find out what's up. Please read. Xiao Bing is mean to Seiji. Come on. Get it all out.
Everything you've always wanted to say to Seiji.
Kenny Nepal Kiewa Nyum
Kewa?
Kiewa
Kewa.
Kiewa
Not Kewa.
Kiewa
Kewa second column.
Ngongma Namsu
Namsu.
Namsu
Any fourth column with a head letter. High tone. Namsu. Yeah.
Namsu Lama Tang Pama
Lama.
Lama
High tone L. Lama.
Tang Pama Chukchi Suki Sunpe Shenki Sengi Senki
Gyu. When it's a D suffix letter, cut it short. Gyu.
Sengi
Yeah.
Chupe
Chupe.
Chupe Lengyang Gi Lengyang Gi Sunche Suncha Ranglang Korwayin Jungyam Tu Samshin Samshin. She's gonna get him tomorrow.
When he doesn't.
Then you're supposed to think to yourself, Deni, this problem I'm having, the weird, I almost said a bad word, the weird stuff going on in my own mind. You know, this weird stuff going on in my own mind. My reactions to people, my feelings all day. This is definitely Nyepar Kewa Ngumma.
Coming before? Coming from what I did before?
Yeah, past lives. Okay, in my past lives. Su means in, Nam means plural, Ngunma means past, and it's just ma, they just put it on Ngun sometimes. Okay? It doesnn't mean mother or anything, okay? And it's not a negative, okay? In my past lives, I must have chukpad, disturbed the semgyu of others. Then he's going to make a list of others for you that you might have truked. By the way, there's a tantric vow against truking your lama sim. Yeah, you're not. There's a tantric vow against upsetting your lama. Can you upset your lama?
No.
No, but that's another point. Okay, lama. Okay, lama means lama. Yay. Palmer, mom and dad. Yeah, this is the kind of sentence you want to translate. Upsetting your lama, upsetting your parents, upsetting your topos.
Friends.
And we had this che this morning in Sugang's class. Who can tell me?
Oh.
Yeah. There it means doors of sense. But the verb chepa is a beautiful verb. I've told you before. It means for something to multiply wildly, like fire in a forest. Here it means relatives, relations. Okay, because families tend to multiply.
Especially bunnies.
Yeah, okay. So you upset your lama in your past life, you upset your father and mother in your past life, you upset your friends, and you upset your family, etc. So this guy, Ki Tsumba means, is a Mayan god. Represented by, it means what?
Or anyone else?
You probably upset millions of kinds of people.
Countless times.
Tsumba means, I'll just give you a few examples. Tsumba means, it's the Tsun and Tseni, right? Tsunja. It also can mean representative. So, just as for example. But it means, you've been choking everybody. He doesn't say it directly. He says, you took this. And that's just to name a few. Just to name a few would be good for this. Just to name a few. That'd be great for this Tsumba.
Would that catch the soak and the Tsumba?
No, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, Tupe. And that's a Lengyang Gitsunja Rangla Koyan.
That's why the wheel of knives is turned upon you, the bad karma.
Yeah, the wheel of knives of bad karma has turned back on me. Yin Duk just means yin. Yindu is colloquial. Yindu. Well, it must be that. Nyamdu.
You think it.
Yeah, you should think it. You should think to yourself, oh, it's just my own stuff coming back to me. Okay? But we got a correlation. We got a correlation. Yeah, depression, feeling anxiety come from disturbing other people's minds. And what's the DCI equivalent?
Crystal lakes.
Jeez. What's crystal? Explain crystal lakes.
Oh, that you imagine other people's mind as a lake, and your objective is to try to get it as peaceful with your lake, as peaceful as possible.
And if you allow your mind to get upset, inevitably it affects the people around you. You're short-tempered, you say things you shouldn't say. So when your mind is disturbed, it tends to infect other people through what you say and do. And you can't be suave. You can't be smooth, you're just kind of upset, and then it starts to, and then it spreads in a room. It spreads in a room in like 5 minutes. It's weird. If one person's in a really bad mood, it just spreads to the people around you. It does something to their mind. Okay.
What does it mean with this Shin?
Well, he's not satisfied with isolating karmic correlations and saying, okay, the Karma Sutra, all the kinds of karma which Dr. Wu is translating, Buddha says, here's the karma for this. Then he tells a story, then he gives the examples, then he says, that concludes the karma for that. Now I'm going to teach the karma for that. His text, though, the guy wants some flow. He wants some flow. And moreover, there's another thing that can happen, and he's going to keep doing that. He doesn't isolate correlations. He mentions one and he flows into the next one. It'd be interesting to see if there is a flow. What kind of logic is he following to give karmas? Because the Buddha's presentation that we're going to do in the next class is pretty straightforward. Here's the one to go to hell. Then there's the one to be a preta. Then there's the one to be an animal. Then and he goes kind of logically. There's probably some flow to this. I don't know what it is. I haven't studied that. Okay, go. Oh, wait. I want someone who can cause him grief. Ben Kramer.
Sit up straight.
Yeah.
Sawa. Tani tuka. Malutang tu lang. Leng.
Lang. High tone.
Yeah, good. Translate. Probably we should put the shente up with the verse. I don't know.
Oh, is good text as well?
No.
The darkest. No, it just means it's a quotation mark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Says.
Translate.
Now we hear more things that we various things.
Oh no, I gotta show you something cute that I want to take credit for, which is very rare. Where is that? Here. Yeah. Yeah, you see, he's tried to be cute and add the visarga.
That's cool.
Which is a Sanskrit mark. It's two dots. And in Tibetan they put two dots like this.
And that's what they call it.
And it's dukkha. Okay? When the S drops out, it used to be duska, which means bad wheel hole. And dus came into Greek as dys, dys, functional, dysfunctional, meaning bad. Okay? And then S is required to change to R usually. But in certain circumstances it changes to visarka, which is a heavy breathing. Dukkha. Dukkha. Okay? Just say kha. Israelis have a lot of visargas. Dukkha. Okay, dukkha. Now he was trying to get cute and throw in the word dukkha. And he put the visarga in the wrong place. Okay, you see? And the commentator repeated it. So Sanskrit skills dropped drastically after the translation of the Karmic and Tengyur. They stopped teaching it in the monasteries. It's not taught in the monastery now. And so it happens. He says, I remember two dots with dukkha. I don't quite remember where it went. Okay, so
Usually they go at the end of the word, so that must be it.
I'm sorry? Well, we want to return cuteness with cuteness. Like, we want to say we know better than these guys. Now, something's happening to my computer here.
No, it's just Word didn't like that you...
Okay. It should be that. Okay.
Now the various kinds of stuff are
Dani dukkha. What's malu mean?
various.
No, it means... Yeah, any and all. Yeah, completely all of them. Dangdulan means I will take it on myself. I will take it on myself. Dangdulen, Dangdulemba. I will. Dangdulen also means to volunteer for a difficult job. Tanglen means volunteers at a monastery or something. Tanglen. So Dangdulenba means I will willingly take this everyone's pain on myself. Okay? I willingly take other people's troubles on myself. Okay? So please read the commentary.
Tena ta ni dukkha te shen yi dunyao tam che daki semteng tulen
Dang.
Deng.
Teng tulen par gyo
Gyo. Yep, Gyo.
Nyampe gone ngar shin ngar shin la mar selta la mar selta tang tonglen ki nipa ja.
Okay, cool.
I figured out what the problem is, Geshe-la. This text in particular is got a different language associated with it. So there are certain things you can't do, like put quotation marks in. It'll put these little side caret things.
Is this easily changeable?
It doesn't like a colon right at the end of a word.
Is this easily
for
changeable?
whatever language I've tried. Believe me.
Wait, certain files?
This text is
This document is like
How strange.
has a language associated with that I can't figure out what it is, and I change it to English. It doesn't matter.
Sometimes what helps is just mark the whole thing, copy, open a new document.
Did that.
Okay.
Sometimes I put it in a text document that strips out all the formatting and then put
that's
it
a good
back.
idea. And I use
But then you'll
Yeah.
have to reformat
Yeah,
it, which is
yeah,
pretty brutal.
reformat
There are
the
other
whole
ways. There are better options. We can do it.
Well, do it for me, okay?
We'll talk about it later.
Do the.
Sorry.
I once got hired by the Library of Congress to run their Tibetan book purchasing. And the guy who hired me called me in for consultations in Washington. And he said, he looked up from his desk, he said, do the necessary.
Yeah.
And then he kept working, and I'm like, and he's like, I'll see you later. Good luck in New Delhi, you know. And I'm like, well, you know, anyway, do the necessary.
Do it.
Okay, dukate shingi dunga tamje daki same thing to lemagyo. Then therefore dani now, okay, in meaning as opposed to kewang lama.
Next life.
In your past life.
No, as opposed to my past lives. Now in this life, I'm going to change my modus operandi. I will live by a different code. Okay. I will take dukkha, and then he wants to explain what is dukkha. And he says, dungel, shengi dungel. It's possible that there's some relation between dungel and dukkha. I don't know. I doubt it. Anyway, I take it back. I don't think there really is. But anyway, others dungel, other people's dungel, other people's problems, all of them, I will take on my head. Daki same thing. You know, on top of my mind. Okay. I will take it on my head. Gyo is the future tense of an ancient word for I will do. Jao. Gyo, same. Okay. I will do it. Nyamba, think to yourself like that. And gone, in this way, and do, as you think that, okay, as you think that, gone, okay, via, right? Then, as before, Narshan, Selt up your lama.
Visualize your lama.
Yeah. And do, okay, and do the appropriate visualizations of Tonglen. From which nostril will you take the other people's problems? Left. Yeah.
From there.
Comes, no, into your which nostril?
Left.
Yeah, into your left, out of their right problems. And then giving them solutions.
Right.
Yeah, breathe out through your right, and it goes into their left. Okay, so it's like this, right? It's a leftward cycle. Surprise. Okay. Now, I don't see why Lama should be in the Dani grammar case. And I'm curious if that's what happened last time. Yeah, I doubt it. But let's see what he said last time. Yeah, here, it's not instrumental and it's not Dani grammar case. He didn't say at the Lama or in the Lama. So, you know, this would, yeah, the R is actually says visualize yourself as your Lama, and I don't think that's the point. I think it's kind of a mistake, and I'd be curious what the carving says. So I think I'll put an MA question mark. You know, worth looking at the worth looking at the carving if we have a carving. Okay, all right, and do the meditation on Tonglen. Okay, here we go. We are on page 14A at the bottom.
Oh, this carving is not a wood block.
Oh, you know what? He quotes the folio pages in his book that he got it from a wood block, but we don't have that wood block.
So there's a 40.
So we have to find the page number.
It was right at the 40.
It's page 40,
Right at the
towards the bottom. Towards the bottom.
Oh, towards the bottom of page 40?
Yeah, towards the middle. No, I'm sorry, it's at the top. You're right, it's at the top.
Or actually, it's at the bottom of 39.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, it's 39. Bottom of 39. Very bottom of 39. By the way, always try to get a wood carving.
Of course.
Okay? Everything else has been typed in by fools like us. And they have made mistakes, many
It
mistakes.
says Lamar very clearly.
Okay, well,
Could be a mistake between the carving and that.
or maybe he said it. He said Lamar or something. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Between the Karmic and President.
I predict he will not do it again.
Just search for it.
Anyway, let's let it go. It's clear because there's even two places where you visualize them.
Yeah.
Where?
Top of your head.
Top of your head or in midair. In midair. Yeah. Okay. Please read. Christina, you want to take the plane? Sure. Come on, be mean. Everyone's too sweet today. You must have had a break.
It's in the text.
Pickle?
Sawa. Rangni che contract per Shirwana. Shirwana.
No.
No?
Sirwa.
Sirwa. No. Tramtang Hu Chok. Tramtang Hu Chok. Serna Chepai Leng Song Sungcha Rangla Korwayin.
Nice. Okay. Tawa means root text. When Rangni, he just needs 2 beats from me. He could have said dak, but it's only one. It's only one syllable. He wants baba 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 baba. Okay. Rangni. J means hunger. Ko means thirst. Okay. Chakpo means fierce. Okay. Very bad hunger and thirst, like me right now. Sirwa means to be pained by or afflicted. This is real affliction. You want mental affliction? Sirwa, it can mean to squeeze dough, for example.
Oh yeah, it's here.
Yeah, sirwa. It means when I am sorely gripped by, squeezed by hunger and thirst. Okay. Yeah, you gotta come out tormented, okay? Tormented by serious hunger and thirst. It's because, and this is gonna be the pattern throughout this text, we've been waiting for it. Here's the correlations. First line problem, second line cause, third line refrain about the wheel and knives, okay? Crown and knives. Okay, so here we go. So what's the cause of hunger and thirst? It's the bet with Mr. Wu. No, I'm just kidding. I had to look up Tom because it's really unusual. It's Yogyu-chen.
It's
Yogyu means devious. Devious. Yeah, devious, like deceiving people. Deceiving people. Ku and chok both mean to steal things, but they have a slightly different flavor. Ku means, can mean to burglar, okay? Like usually the other party doesn't know at the moment. And chok means to mug somebody, like take it right out of their pocket, or you're there with a gun and you take it. So ku chok is kind of just a general word for stealing, okay? When you add them together, I don't think he means us to break them apart. It's just 2 words. It's just stealing. Okay. There's only 3 bad things listed here. Being devious, stealing things, and semna. Yeah, not sharing what I have. Semna. Okay. Chepaye. I did past tense it. I did it, and therefore, the crown of knives has turned again, or the wheel of knives has turned again. Okay. Okay, Seiji, you're up, right? Sugeng, come on.
Shete, Rangi la trepa, drepa, tang, compe, tua, trapo, chung we, che, teni, nar, wa kewa
Numa.
nunma.
Namsu. You see, they're all head letters on a nasal. Nganya, nam, ma. Those are the four choices. Nar, luma, nom.
Noma namsu
Shen.
shen la nor ni chir tu
No, you,
Huh?
that one is short, not
chir chir tu chamje
Cheba.
chepa tang.
Okay. Rangi la tepatang kombe tua means tormented, okay? He used tormented to explain Sirwa. So, okay. In fact, he didn't even put Sirwa in here. I'm taking the root text from a very, very famous book of Lojongs that Trijang Rinpoche put together. So, after he was a refugee, and he was just sitting in Dharamsala, in a tiny little place, he collected a lot of Lojongs together, and he was the first. And he put it all. I'm sorry, it wasn't him. It was it was another lama, but he edited it, and it was a big, thick book of Lojongs, and it was so tasty. It was all the Lojongs you ever wanted in one book, and it was amazing. So we have what I suspect is a slightly newer version of the text, because the root text we are inserting. And then we have the commentary. Now in this case, Sirwa doesn't occur in the commentary, and it's tempting to think the old version had Dungwana. You see, it's tempting to think, because Sirwa's not in the commentary, that this word might have been Dungwa a few centuries ago. And so we should keep looking for more versions of the root text, okay? We should continue. I'm going with the commentary, because that's what he used, okay? But we should find 5 or 6, and we should take if one of them says Dungwa, we should take it, and we should replace it, okay? Yeah, the root text.
Together at Muchen, Kamcho, Gyatso.
What's the first word?
The compendium.
Muchen.
Yeah, Muchen.
Yeah, that was the actual compiler, but Chigun Rinpoche cleaned it all up, and I was there at the time. It was amazing. I didn't talk to him, but okay. Tankombe Dua Tarpo, fierce suffering, Tarpo. Okay. Tak is often found in tantric texts for fierce deities. Okay. Wrathful. Tarpo Chuetse. So when I have terrible hunger or thirst because I'm in a bet with somebody, this is because ngar in my in my previous lives, Shena Norki Chidu, I trambad 2 other people for their nor.
For their incorrect.
Yeah, I was devious to others to get wealth or money out of, to get things out of, physical money out of them. Chepa, I did it. The syntax here is a little strange, but it's clear what it means. I was hungering after their money or possessions. Okay, and that's the first mistake I made. Then go ahead.
We didn't skip.
Did we skip something?
No.
Thank you.
No. Oh, okay. Shanky.
If you feel like you didn't get it all, it's you.
I filled that in from the dictionary. Anything in curly brackets, I'm not going to read to you. That's just those are my notes. So when I edit your translation, I need to refer to my original notes. So don't take my notes out of your translation for term 6 until I'll take them out because I need them to check your work. Okay.
Geshe-la, would it help if we took them out after you finished?
And that'd be sweet, but I'm kind of paranoid about it. You know, I'm really paranoid, as you may have noticed. I want it to be perfect, so I'm afraid somebody will make a mistake. You know.
Cut out the actual text.
Yeah, or something like that. I'm really paranoid about books. So, you know, we'll see. I think slowly it's going to happen. It has to happen. And in the end, you'll just translate it yourself, and I'll take the money. But no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, it's going to progress like that. Yeah. So what you're already doing is extremely helpful. What you guys are already doing as far as the translation and editing process, it saves me many hours. Especially Utpala's good at it. So she's learning. Okay. All right. Okay, please read.
Shenki nor
Jingmei, you gonna drive this plane?
Yeah.
nor true wa nor kuwa tang jang wangi chok pa tang ranki nor la serna jap jepa soki lenyangi drebu yimpar nyam tu semshin samshin.
Okay. He does split ku and tro.
Yeah.
He does. So we'll have to split it in the root text. Okay. He splits it. He splits the second part into what I said, and he didn't bother with. So, steal other people's wealth. Okay.
Is this a tense? Because there's a vowel.
Yeah. This is a verb. Yeah. Kuma, I believe, is RKU. A thief. Okay.
I see. RKU is a noun?
I believe so. Yeah. Anyway, so steal other people's possessions. It's a difficult word, nor, because it can mean money or property or wealth. One key topa or rob people. Rob is a good word, yeah, because it implies by force, by personal force. You twist their arm and you take their money. And then third option, we actually have 4 options here. I was devious to other people to get their money. I stole their money. I robbed their money. Or I not them.
I was stingy with my own wealth.
Yeah, I refused to share my own wealth with them. Chepa, etc. So he gives 4 options here. So we have 4 things for our correlation chart. Okay. Soka. This, what's happening to me, is a le ngenk dubu.
It's a bad ripening.
It's a ripening of bad karma. Dug nyam de sang. Think to yourself. Think like that. And he's saying, adjust your attitude when bad stuff happens. It kind of almost means adjust your attitude. You know, try to think a different way. You know? When you don't have it, it's basically when you don't have enough money to buy, even to rent, to meet your rent, or to buy your groceries, then try to review who you might have stolen from, or what you didn't share. Okay, so you're gonna have to update these correlations in a way. You know, you're gonna have to make them real to people. You know, so okay.
Would you say they all have equal?
That's a good question. It feels to me, I don't see a big downward stepping or an upward step. I don't see it here. I don't see it here. Maybe it's sequential. You know, you mislead people to get money, and in so doing, you take their money, and if you can't get it, you go more and you steal it. And then when you get it, you don't let anybody else have any. I mean, it could be this kind of flow. It's not an obvious flow. You can kind of impose a flow on it. if you're teaching it in a class, which they're scheduled, Tim, right? Who's scheduled to teach at Diamond Mountain? Oh, of the translators? Okay.
It's me.
I think he's waiting for a guy named Geshe Michael. Okay, please go ahead.
Teijesu sawa. Tani tre komma.
Wait, word. Kill him.
Tani tre kom.
Dre.
Dre.
Not D. That's kind of like a T. Dre. Yeah.
Dre kom malu tang tulang.
Okay. I just realized he did put the root text in his text. I did not put the root text in his text, so we just use what he did. But it doesn't match the one we have from Teacher Rinpoche. So I decided to go with him. Because he's using a certain version for his commentary. I don't think we should impose a different version on him, unless there's an obvious misspelling or something. Okay.
So in that case, when he didn't copy,
that was his choice.
That says he didn't use the exact same word, he used this other word.
Yeah, well, then it gets into a standards question. That case there was the word.
C for tone.
What was it?
Tony for C.
Yeah, he had sir in the root text, and he didn't mention sir in the root text, and he said dung. So, what is my question I'm about to say? Should we?
Which one? Oh, should you change one or the other?
Well, I wouldn't do that. But should we
comment on
when we bold the commentary?
Bold it.
Yeah, should we bold it? Because that's obviously correlating to that word. I don't think so either. and your guy, your realty, what's his name? Rick Bay Realty. He doesn't do it either. I mean, sometimes he goes off the root text.
No.
And he's pretty close.
Yeah.
But in general, if a commentator makes a call that he goes off to a different word, I don't think we should force it into being in the root text. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
a direct quote.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tani teko malu dangdin lang. You guys can translate this.
Now, when I experience hunger and thirst, totally.
May I take it upon myself?
Yeah, may I take it upon myself. So if someone has to go hungry at dinner, just let it be me. It's like let it be me. Let it be me. Okay, done lang. Okay. Did we read this yet? No. Okay. Go ahead.
Shedaki trek kom ki.
Oh, who's got the plane? Nick?
Yeah, sure.
Shedaki trek kom ki. Du nyang di teng tu sem chen shen gi trek kom gi.
No, not a G.
Kom ki dunya itsam chitsam yepa tamche lang parcha nyam tu ngarshin sol tep tang tong lengom
Gom.
1 minute.
When it has a head letter or a prefix letter, it is a real G. Gom. If it didn't have one, it would be kom. And that's not an English sound. We don't have that sound in English. Okay. So I'm going to read this because we only have 1 minute. She daki tegom ki dunya ki ti tengdu. So you take your hunger and thirst, the suffering you're having from hunger and thirst, and pile on top of it other people's hunger and thirst. Okay? Sanjan shake it tegom ki dunya. Jitsam yepa, whatever is around you, whatever quantity is available, suffering from hunger and thirst around you, pile it on top of your own suffering of hunger and thirst. Tamje Lawa Ja, take it upon yourself. Okay, let it be me. Nyamdu, think to yourself that, and as before, you should.
This is rejoice, but it's supposed to be visualized, isn't it?
No, it's not visual.
Damn.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Soldep means what? Soldep.
Request.
Make a humble request to your teacher.
But isn't that with an
But didn't I tell you this morning
It's easy to make that mistake.
that people will make this mistake? They will.
So the other
They all start with GS.
the one before is.
Let's look at the one before it.
It should be send
Let's look at the one before it. What's it say? Seltup. Okay? Got it? So he's done our predicted mistake. He's made our predicted mistake. Because the sultup is much more common. It's more common to make a supplication than it is to visualize. Okay?
It could be a typing error too, right?
Oh, it could definitely be a typing error.
But it's top is not supplication either, is it? I thought that was.
No, that's okay. This is the past tense.
Past tense.
Yeah. It's normally soandep, soandep, but the past tense is sultup. So he made the predicted error, or somebody did, okay? Sultup, visualize your lama as before, and tonglen gom.
And practice Tonglen.
Yeah, by the way, people say meditate on tonglen. It doesn't mean that. Here it just means practice tonglen. Yeah, gom doesn't always have to be translated as meditate. And that's a baby translator's mistake. All right, we stopped here, right?
Is that basically a verbalized case?
Yeah, it's almost, but it just means practice.
Right.
It can imply, as the word practice can, it's meant to imply repeatedly, over and over. Although that doesn't always happen. Okay, good? Are we good? How come this looks smaller than it did on my other computer? What can we do to fix all this?
Which?
Everything looks smaller than it did on. I guess I change the display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple system preferences. Displays.
Where's display?
Second row to the left.
And then,
I hate it when.
Optimize for.
Where is it?
You can do scaled.
Oh, it's going to change as soon as you leave the thing.
Scaled? Say
Yeah,
scaled?
scaled. And then you. You have a different.
Let's leave it for now.
Yeah.
We'll do it later. Okay. I don't want to take Dr. Wu's time.
Thanks. Sashi
Shibuki Joshi Meto Chang Vira Lingshin Yende Gyabadi Sangye Shindu Nikte Uwargi Jokun Nandak Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Radna Mandala Kamyayadayami Gewadi Gewogun Sunam Yeshe Sotsok Shing Sunam Yeshe Le Chungwei Damba Kunyi Toba Sho